Okay, I've never done a video on how to load the cannon or any of the processes that lead up to firing it. I've just done firing it. So I'm going to make a video of how to load all the way from beginning to firing the cannon. You take your pre-measured gunpowder in aluminum foil. This is 2.6 ounces of Pyrodex R rifle powder. Stick that. You want to slide it all the way back, but don't ram it too hard. Take you some wadding. Newspaper works the best. I've got a bunch of napkins. The wadding is used for compression. You just want to make sure that it has enough back pressure and back force to force the gunpowder to burn properly, or you'll get kind of a spit instead of a bang. One thing I found out today, you run out of wadding, or you forgot your wadding at home, like I did, dry leaves, sticks, twigs, anything works. You want to get that in snug. You don't want to ram it all the way home yet, but make sure it's tight and it's not going anywhere. Then you come back to your fuse hole. I've got a piece of galvanized steel fencing wire that I'm using, but any wire or bar the same size as your fuse hole, you push down in and just make sure you pierce the aluminum packet that the gunpowder is in, and then you can insert your fuse. With this cannon, I have a 1-inch thickness around the combustion chamber. You just want to make sure that that fuse preferably goes in twice that far. This is just some extension fuse that I made with duct tape, Pyrodex, and talcum powder for a slow burn safety fuse, so I can get the heck away from this thing after I light it. So I just slide that in over the top of the fuse. And that's ready to go. You got your fuse in. Don't lose. I've had to make 2 or 3 more of these because I keep losing them, because I set them down and the cannon goes off and I can never find it. Then you want to load in your ammunition. The ammunition that we're using today is in between 1.5 and 2 pounds of diced railroad spikes using an oxyacetylene torch. It's kind of just like grapeshoot, but they're square. It's just a shrapnel casing that I made out of a water bottle. You can use a water bottle or a tin can to make a cannon sabot. I might make a video on how to do that later. This is a cannon sabot full of diced railroad spikes. Fit it in. Some sabots, like mine, have to be opened after you fit them in. So now my sabot is open. And will actually release after it comes out, instead of just staying together and making one big hole, hopefully. Once you have your main load in, if you have a cannon heavy enough to stay put, you don't need to, but I just step in the wheel, make sure it doesn't roll anywhere. Pound it. And make sure it's really in there good. You're done with your ramrod. Okay, I've got elevation adjustment on this. So I just slide that in wherever I want it. And then, so you just come back here, work this way. target or whatever you're aiming at. You put your target in place. Alright. Chelsea, if you would go over there. Just make sure you can see the cannon and the center block. Right here. Keep going. This should be good here. Let me see what you got. Okay, just hold it right there. Then you pray to God and light the fuse. I wouldn't sit out in the open. See, that lit a lot quicker. That thing's gone. Keep going, keep going. Alright, hand the camera. Alright, look at our repercussions. Elevation rail. Good distance from everything else. Elevation adjustment bar. Cannon. And the trolley. The trolley keeps getting stuck in the ground, so it flips and flies instead of just rolling backwards. Flew through the air, but completely intact and no damage. Same thing with cannon. It's just fine. Just in this dirt, it's so soft, it's digging in and flipping instead of rolling. You saw the half block, center block that was set up at first. It's gone. Obliterate it. Is no more. There's a bunch of pieces of it. It's riddled all over the ground. Some more over there. If you look at the wall, you can see a couple different places where those slugs went in. Another one over there. And I'll grab a stick and see if I can't dig one of these out just to see how far it went in. Okay, never mind. That stick is completely in that hole where that slug went in. And that is a good 6-7 inches in. Down in there. There's another hole I found. Same thing with that one. They're gone into the hillside. You have a little bit of smoking wad everywhere. Thank you for watching. Don't try any of this at home unless you're a trained professional. See you next time.